Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new match preview here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's upcoming fixture against Cambridge United. That's right, the Royals return to League One action as we take on 22nd place Cambridge United, and hopefully we get a little bit of normality back at the SCL. The Royals' last fixture was a 5-3 extra time victory over Harbour Town in the second round of the FA Cup, and Reading's reward for winning that game is a home tie in the third round against Burnley. Yep, Reading are reunited with Josh Laurent as we take on Burnley in the third round of the FA Cup. Apologies if I didn't get too excited about that, because Reading are playing Burnley in the third round of the FA Cup. But we're here to talk about Reading's upcoming fixture against Cambridge today. We'll go ahead and take a look at their last 5 results on screen as follows. They had a 1-0 win over Burton Albion at home before a 6-1 loss away against Peterborough United. A 1-1 draw against Barnsley away from home was then followed up by a 0-0 draw away at Northampton before a trio of draws were finalised with a 1-1 draw against Bolton at home. That's just 1 point was on the board for Cambridge up until the 19th of October, but they've got 12 points out of their last 21. So they've been in a little bit of an upturn of form as of late, as just 1 point up until the 19th of October was pretty dire, if you ask me. Now, overall for this season, they've played 16 games with 3 wins on the board, 4 draws and 9 losses. They've had 14 goals scored with 25 against, sitting them at a minus 11 goal difference with just 13 points so far this season. It's actually quite nice for Reading to play at one of these teams that are nearer the bottom of the division. Now, this isn't me discrediting Cambridge at all, as I think no matter what, especially in League One, any team can get a point out of anyone on any day. But look, I think this should be a game where Reading should be confident coming into this one. They've had a little bit of a rest, especially with the FA Cup. They've been able to rest some of their key players like Sam Smith, Harvey Nibbs. Lewis Wing only played about 60 minutes against Harbour Town. Savage only played about 50 minutes. Ben Elliott only played 45 minutes. They've been able to rest some of the key players. Tyler Bindon didn't play any. So look, Reading should come into this game relatively fit and able to push the pace on Cambridge. Now, in terms of the strengths and weaknesses for this Cambridge side, we can see their strengths are protecting the lead, creating scoring chances, shooting from direct free kicks, attacking set pieces, and coming back from losing position. Something that worries me a little bit there is attacking set pieces. Now, at the weekend, Reading really struggled against Harbour Town, especially with the physicality that their side had. But obviously, it's a completely different Reading that will play against Cambridge. Tyler Bindon and hopefully Amadou Mbenge will be the two at the back for Reading in this fixture. You've also got the likes of Jarrell Dorset there, Michael Craig slitting in at right back. So realistically, the set pieces shouldn't be a massive issue, but we know Reading tend to struggle against big physical teams. Now, in terms of the weaknesses, finishing scoring chances, keeping possession of the ball, defending against long shots, aerial duels, and defending against through ball attacks. Now, again, this is something to be quite positive about in the Reading camp. Through ball attacks is something Reading do quite well, especially with Lewis Wing pinging the ball out wide, whether it's going to Chem Campbell or whoever ends up playing on the other side. Defending against long shots as well, Reading have got some very capable players of scoring goals from distance, the likes of Lewis Wing and Charlie Savage in particular, being them two players who have rockets of feet on them. Finishing scoring chances as well being a weakness is a good thing as well. Joel Pereira should return in goal for this fixture, and again, he's someone who one-on-one does quite well at making good saves. Now, in terms of the style of play for this Cambridge side, is long balls, take a lot of shots, and they play with width. Now, again, this sounds like a great game for Reading to play, as long balls up top normally for Reading are good when Tyler Bindon and Amadou Mbenge played. If that means they're going to be going in behind the Reading defence, you've got the pace of Amadou Mbenge to be able to cope with whoever Cambridge have up front. And as well, you've got the Rolls Royce of Tyler Bindon, wins a lot of his aerial battles, and as well, with the ball at his feet, will calmly be able to get it away. Now, in terms of Cambridge United star players, at the moment, Danny Andrew is the top performer. He currently sits at a 6.84 according to Who's Scored. Their top goal scorer for this season is Sully Kaikai. He has 3 goals for the year, whereas their second top scorer is Dan Nalundu, who is sitting at 2. As well in the back line, a former Royal is going to be hopefully playing against Reading, as Michael Morrison will be coming back. Hopefully he gets a good reception. I think he did last year, and I'd like to see the Reading fans clap Morrison again, as he was a good servant to the club, also club captain at one point. I was always a fan of Michael Morrison, so he will be getting a clap from myself. And yeah, look, I think Cambridge are going to be there for the taking for Reading. In terms of the Reading side of the preview, obviously the game against Harbour Town went to extra time. Andre Garcia is someone who was absolutely knackered by the end of the game. He was holding his hamstring and was limping and just slowly walking or slowly jogging throughout the last 15 minutes really of the game. So hopefully he won't be in from the start. He'll have a little bit of recovery time. I would like to see Jarrell Dorset playing at left back, especially if it's going to be a physical game where lots of long balls are going to be going up. I think Jarrell Dorset will be able to cope with that. As well, Ashkar Ahmed is someone who's been slotting in at right back recently. He also played 120 minutes, so I don't expect him to play. Chem Campbell, he came on in the second half, so again should be good to go. Depends who's going to play on that other side for Reading. Harvey Nibbs supposedly hasn't trained all week, according to James Earnshaw, what Ruben Selles confirmed to him. So it'd be interesting if Nibbs is going to be back in the fold. If he's not, maybe Mamadi Kamara will be the man to take that spot on the left. He got his first goal of the season against Harbour Town. If not, maybe a Basil Tuma could come in, but I thought he played quite poor against Harbour, but as did most of the Reading youngsters. So look, it's a different league, League One, so Reading might be looking a bit more comfortable against an opposition that's more similar to their level. In terms of the score prediction for this game, as well, Sam Smith should be starting up front. He's had a couple of weeks off now, especially with that Harbour game. Last Tuesday was his last fixture, so it'll be a full week off for Sam Smith. So hopefully should see him leading the line. But in terms of the score prediction, I am going to be a bit confident for this one. Again, something that I'm not all the time. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Reading in this game. Last year we beat Cambridge by 5-0, and actually on this day, a few years ago, Reading beat Cambridge by 3-0 as well. I think it was in the year 2000. So yeah, hopefully we can replicate that and get a 3-0, but I'm going to go with a 3-1, and I can see Reading making it 5 home wins in a row in the league, and I think it'll be 8 straight wins as well in all competitions at home. That's going to be it for this one today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll hope to see you all again very soon. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.